We shall pass on to the problem number 17 now. It is a full problem, not a part of it. Okay. Now in problem number 17, Kasturi Limited, in the books of Kasturi Limited, journal entries. Here, value of share 10, premium 2, therefore 12 rupees. How this 12 rupees is supposed to be paid? Total number of shares issued 30,000 shares. And here the amount payable was 3 on application. This is given 1 in the book, it is wrong. 3 on application and 5 on allotment. Allotment 5. This includes the premium, therefore allotment 3, 2 rupees premium. Then 2 on first call, 2 on final call. Okay, 12 rupees it comes including the premium. And what happens? Subin, a shareholder, failed to pay the first and final call. Failed to pay the first and final call, which is not paid. Unpaid first and final call. For how many shares? 500 shares. Unpaid shares, 500 shares. Out of which 400 shares reissued. Reissued shares 400 at the rate of rupees 8. This is what is given in the problem. Pass necessary journal entries. This is a full-fledged problem. Listen very carefully and you can find almost all the journal entries, necessary journal entries here. Yes, there are 4 stages. The number of shares issued by the company is 30,000 shares. Issued 20,000 shares, but 30,000 shares were applied for, and the application money, excess application money was adjusted with allotment, because for no share, the share application money was refunded. It is given very carefully. Kasturi Limited had allotted 20,000 shares, 10 each at a premium of rupees 2 each. To applicants 30,000 shares on a pro rata basis. So, applied 30,000 shares, issued, this is applied. Issued only 20,000 shares. So the excess 10,000 shares application money was not refunded but it was adjusted with the allotment. This is the summary of the problem given in the question. I repeat once again. A company issued 20,000 shares only, but the public applied for 30,000 shares. So what happened to the 10,000 excess application money? Those 10,000 excess share application money was not refunded, but it was adjusted with allotment. It was adjusted with allotment. It is given here, you can read it very carefully. If it is seen, each application is a pro rata basis. When the allotment is made on pro rata basis, no applicant is refunded, then it is indirectly, it is the meaning that the application money is adjusted with the allotment. You should bear in mind, this is the first case. Refund கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க. In case if it is not given pro rata basis அப்படின்னா இருக்கிற 30,000 applicants-க்கும் 20,000 shares வச்சு allot பண்ணிட்டாங்க. That is, one who asked for 3 shares will be allotted 2 shares. 3 share கேட்டவங்களுக்கு 2 share. அந்த மாதிரி allot பண்ணி they have retained all the applicants. யாரும் வெளியே விடல in that case. So what happened to the excess share application money? Those excess share application money was not refunded, but it was adjusted with the allotment money. That's what we are going to see. Then, what is the value of each share? Rupees 10, premium rupees 2, therefore total value 12 rupees. How those 12 rupees was collected? On application stage 3, allotment stage 5, first call stage 2, final call stage 2, totally it comes 12. In this allotment stage it is 5 rupees, which includes rupees 2 premium and 3 on allotment. Must be very careful. Okay, good. Then, what happens after this? After up to this we shall pass entries, then we shall come to the forfeiture and reissue. So the first one, first stage, application stage. What we should write? In the application stage we should write bank account data to share application account. Is there any equity shares? Anything like that? No, nothing is given equity shares. Therefore we can write simply bank account data to share application account. So how many share applications were received? 30,000 share application money. Share application money received at the rate of application stage rupees 3. At the rate of rupees 3. So 3 into 30,000, 90,000 we should write. 90,000 we should write. Okay. This is first stage. What is the first stage? Second general entry. Now the application money should be transferred to share capital. What I said, where you stopped in the first journal entry, you start with the second journal entry. What it is? Share application account data to share capital account. Share capital account, the same 90,000 and 90,000. Narration 20,000 share application money money transferred to share capital. Share capital. In that case, the amount what I have written is correct? No. I said in the beginning of the chapter itself, though the number of applications received 30,000 for 30,000 shares, the number of shares issued by the company is only 20,000 shares. 20,000 share application money only can be transferred to share capital. This is very important. So 20,000 into only 60,000, not 90,000. You should bear it in mind. If only 20,000 shares are issued, 20,000 shares applied for, then they are also the same amount, the same amount, same amount, the same amount. We can write. But here applied for 30,000 shares, but the number of shares available in the company is only 20,000 shares. Therefore, for 20,000 shares only, it can be transferred to share capital. Company issue பண்ண share தான capital transfer பண்ண முடியும். So not all the amount received on application, no. So now we pass on to the second stage. What is the second stage here? This you can write 30,000 into 3, whereas this is 20,000 into 3. Right. Then in the second stage, what I told you in previous problems, can you recall that journal entry will come here, this will go there with the corresponding changes. That will come here since this is allotment stage, share allotment account, data to share capital account. The same, this will go there. What will be bank account, the data. To the same journal entry, but change the stage only to share allotment account. Bank account data to share allotment account. This is what we should write. Here, what we should write, here we used to write received, but here we should write allotment money due, because it is the journal entry for reminding the shareholders to pay the allotment money. ஒரு லெட்டர் அனுப்புறாங்க, ஒரு கொடுக்குறாங்க, ஒரு மெசேஜ் கொடுக்குறாங்க, allotment money pay பண்ணு. So for this, therefore, allotment money due on 20,000 shares at the rate of ₹5, including premium ₹2. This you should write very clearly. So what should be the amount? Here can we write as it is? Can we write as it is? So you must be very careful. In the second stage, I said the same, it will cross the second one. Share allotment account data to share capital account. This what we used to write. What is the share allotment? 5 rupees into 20,000. 20,000 into 5. 5 into 20,000. It is 1 lakh. Can we write that the entire amount here? Can we write that the entire amount here to share capital? For capital only 3 rupees, that is 20,000 into 3, 60,000. And the remaining 2 rupees is share premium or securities premium. Securities premium account. Securities premium account. 2 rupees, 2 into 20,000 into 2, which is 40,000 rupees. You should write 40,000. If there is no premium or discount, you can write these 2 journal entries only. There 1 lakh, there 1 lakh, we can finish it. But here the 5 rupees includes premium amount 2 also. Therefore, only 3 rupees went for share capital. 3 into 20,000, 60,000, 2 into 20,000, 40,000. So, what is this? Share allotment money due on 20,000 shares at the rate of rupees 5, including premium rupees 2, including premium rupees 2. Now, the next journal entry is bank account data to share allotment account. Can we write the same 1 lakh? We cannot write it because already there is the balance share application money rupees 30,000 because 90,000 received. Only application money for the available shares 20,000, 60,000. Therefore, the balance application money should be adjusted with this. Therefore, what we should write? Share application to allotment. Share application account data to share allotment account. That is, narration is excess 10,000 share application money transferred to share capital, share allotment, transferred to share allotment. Very important. That is 30,000 rupees. 90 minus 60, 30,000. Since the shareholders' money is rupees 30,000 with the company, the balance amount only will be paid by the shareholders. How much? From that 1 lakh, 30,000 already has been paid. Therefore, remaining 70,000 only will be received from the shareholders. That is balance allotment money. Balance allotment money received. Balance allotment money received. Okay, continuation first. 30,000 shares application received, but 20,000 shares were only issued by the company with the value of 10 rupees face value and 2 rupees premium. This is the share value and 2 rupees premium. How it should be paid? 3 on application, 5 on allotment, including rupees 2 premium, first call rupees 2, final call rupees 2. So it comes to 12 rupees, this 12 rupees. Okay, we shall pass on those journal entries now. This is the third stage. Third stage is the first call. So what we should write? Share first call account, debtor to share capital account. To share capital account. And here the bank account data to share first call account. Before entering the values here, share first call money is 2 rupees. So 20,000 into 2, 40,000 rupees we should write. ₹40,000. And what should be the amount here? Or what narration we should write? First call money due at the rate of rupees 2 on 20,000 shares. On 20,000 shares. That is 2 into 20,000, 40,000. Should we write all the 40,000 rupees there? And before that we should see all the shares were forfeited. See, on final call, Subini, a shareholder, failed to pay the first call and the final call on his 500 shares. For 500 shares, the first call money and the final call money were not received. We must be very careful. First call money also not received for 500 shares. 500 shares. 500 shares. First, final, not received. So for 500 shares, 500 into 2,000 rupees not received. So 39,000 only we can write here. 39,000. 39,000 here. So what we should write? First call money received. We can stop with this if all the money is received. But for 500 shares not received, except for 500 shares. 500 into 2,000 rupees not received. This is for the first call. Then the next stage. Final call, fourth stage. The same thing, same entry, everything is the same. So instead of first, we should change final. Share call account data to share capital account. Share capital account. What is the share final call money? 20,000 into 2. Final call also only 2 rupees. 2 into 20,000. 40,000. Here also 40,000. Narration. Final call money due. Due on 20,000 shares at the rate of rupees 2. So it is due. Now the bank is receiving the money. What? The same journal entry, only thing we should change this. Bank account data to share final call account. What should be written here? I said except the first and final call money on 500 shares, all the money were received. So for 500 shares, first call money was not received and also final call not received. Therefore, 500 into 2,000, other than 1,000, this 39,000 is received for this also. 39,000. So, narration, final call money received. As I said, we can stop with that if all the money is received. But for 500, not received. Therefore, we should write except for 500 shares. Except for 500 shares. So the same journal entry for first call and the final call, same journal entry, same amount, because for both the calls for 500 shares, the call money was not paid, therefore the same amount. With this, the 4 stages are over. Now we shall pass on to the forfeited shares. Since for these 500 shares, the first and final call money was not paid, those shares were forfeited. 500 shares were forfeited. For forfeited, what should be the journal entry? Just now for the previous problem, I said share capital account data to. For what stages the amount was not paid? Share first call account. To share final call account. For these 2 stages, the amount was not paid. To forfeited share account. To forfeited share account. This is the entry for forfeiture. 500 shares forfeited for non-payment of first and final call money. First and final call money. This is 500 shares forfeited. So okay, now this is the journal entry. What we should write in the share capital account? Share capital account, the total value of those 500 shares. So 500 into 10, 5,000 rupees we should write. Out of this, for those 500 shares, 500 into 2, 1000 rupees, the first call money pending, and the final call for the same 500 shares. 500 into 2, 1000 rupees, final call money pending. So, what should be the balancing figure that must come under the forfeited share account? That is 3000 rupees. 3000 rupees. 500 shares forfeited for non-payment of first and the final call, and that is why these two are written here. This is for forfeiture. Then what about the reissue? When the shares are reissued, bank account will definitely appear. Bank account data, forfeited share account data. Data to share capital account. Out of those 500 shares forfeited, only 400 shares were reissued. How many shares were reissued? Only 400 shares at the rate of rupees 8 reissued. So, 400 forfeited shares reissued at the rate of rupees 8. So, for 400 shares, what should be the total value? 400 into 10, that is 4000. Likewise, here we cannot write 5000 rupees. Here 5000 shares were forfeited, therefore 500 into 10. Here 400 shares only are forfeited, therefore 400 into 10 we should write for this share capital. So how much amount is received by the bank? 400 shares at the rate of rupees 8. 8 into 400, 3200. Therefore, forfeited share amount will be 800. Forfeited share amount will be 800. Now, we should find the profit or gain on the reissue. What should be the journal entry for profit or gain? So, forfeited share account data. Account data to capital reserve account. Gain or profit, gain on reissue. I told you how to find this gain on reissue. For 400 shares, how much is pending? 2 rupees first call, 2 rupees final call, 4 rupees for each share. So 4 into 400, 1600. 1600. But for how much the same 400 shares were issued at the rate of rupees 8 for 3200 rupees, the shares were reissued. Therefore, the same 400 shares were reissued at the rate of 3200. So, how much more it was reissued? 1600 rupees. So, if the 400 shares go, first call money 2, final call money 2, therefore 1 share 4 rupees pending. So, for 400 shares, 400 into 4, 1600. But actually, the 400 shares were reissued at the rate of 8, therefore 3200. How much excess money was received? 3200 minus 1600, therefore 1600 rupees was received as gain by the company. Once again, I repeat only for a few minutes. One, This is for feature I told you, share capital on the debit, forfeited share on the credit. In credit there are some more entries. What are those entries? The stages for which the amount was not paid. In this problem particularly, you have first call money, final call money not paid for 500 shares. Therefore, share first call account to share final call account is forfeited share. For share capital, what you should write the total value of the share. That is 10, 500 into 10, 5,000. First call 500 into 2, final call 500 into 2. Therefore, the balancing figure is the forfeited share account. This is over. And in this problem especially, not all the 500 shares were forfeited, only 400 shares were forfeited. So, we should write here, on forfeiture, the money will be received by the bank. Therefore, bank account debtor, forfeited share account debtor to share capital account. See, here the debit for forfeiture, debit share capital. For reissue, credit share capital. For forfeiture, credit forfeited share. Here for reissue, forfeited share on the debit. Opposite. Debit, credit. Credit, debit. Here, since the money is received on the debit, bank is the receiver. So we should write. So 400 shares only were reissued at the rate of 8. Therefore, 400 into 8, 3,200. But the total value of 400 shares, 400 into 10, 4,000. Therefore, the balancing figure is 800 that we have written. Good. Here, we should find the gain or profit on the reissue. So, what should be? This is the fixed journal entry for all problems when there is gain on reissue. What it is? Forfeited share account or to capital reserve account. This is the permanent entry. Gain on reissue, including the narration, the same for all types of problems. For the gain. See, this is. Okay, for 400 shares, the pending amount, first call money rupees 2, final call money rupees 2, totally 4 rupees per share, therefore 400 shares, 400 into 4,600. The same 400 shares were reissued for 3,200 rupees at the rate of rupees 3. So how much excess the company received? 1,600. That is the profit on reissue. Once again, this is one journal entry for forfeiture and 2 journal entries for reissue.